So today I'm going to talk about my scariest paranormal experience. It happened over this past summer. I can talk about it. So I was at my boyfriend's house. He had just fallen asleep. We stay up late anyway, so we went to bed around like 2:30. So about 45 minutes later, I feel something breathing on like my neck and my face area, and I just think, it's my boyfriend. He's just like, rolled over, whatever. I kind of like lay there, and it keeps doing it for like 10-15 seconds, and then all of a sudden I feel something like bite my neck. So I freak out, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, ow, that really hurt. And nobody said anything. So I roll over, and I see my boyfriend on the complete opposite side of the bed. Like, he's like dead asleep on way over there. I had to like literally shake him to wake him up. And I was like, did you just bite me? Are you like messing with me? What happened? He's like, no, I didn't do anything. And then later that day, I was changing my clothes, and I found like a big scratch down my leg on the same side that my neck had been bitten. Then the next night, whenever I had went back to his house, you walk into his room, there's like a wall. Like, it's like, here's the door, and then you go in, here's the wall, and then here's the rest of the room. Right, so I walk in, I open the door, and like, if anybody has ever watched the Jeepers Creepers movie, I know like everybody's had to watch that, it's really old. The actual Jeepers Creepers guy was like standing right at the wall as you walk into the room. It's like a figure with like that outfit on, kind of tall, and I just kind of stood there for a minute, like I didn't know what to do. So I turn on the light, and it's gone, and I asked my boyfriend, I was like, did you see that? And he's like, yeah, I see him all the time. I thought that was kind of weird. Like, I really don't think that spirit likes me. It was definitely a really scary time for me. I didn't, like, after that I kind of tried to not stay there, because like, all throughout the night whenever I'm over there, I'll hear like the cabinet doors slamming, and like you'll hear people talking. I seen a little kid figure, like what I would classify as a little kid, like in his living room. Like, I just feel like there's some really crazy stuff going on in his house, and I mean, as much as I like this kind of stuff, it's kind of freaky when you have to deal with it every single day. I have another experience, so I guess it would be my two favorite scariest experiences. This happened kind of like right after my first one. I have a really, really bad sleeping problem, and like sometimes I would just like lay down in the bed, I'd turn everything off, and I would just lay there and like hope I'd fall asleep, and like I never would. So one night I had give up on staying up, I give up on sleeping, so I just kind of lay down, turned all the lights off, and a minute later I hear like this, what I would classify as like a grandma voice singing a nursery rhyme. And that was really scary to me. It wasn't the scariest because like it wasn't contact with like my body, but hearing that, it was kind of distant, and it kind of bothered me. And then the next night I was walking to the house to get something to drink, and when I walked through the kitchen, I seen like a spirit in like a white nightgown walking like from the rooms, in the house. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna like ignore that, it's not there. So I get back into my room, I did the same thing, I'm like, I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna sleep, I'm really gonna try this time. And like I said before, the voice I heard first was really distant, so I hear it again, and it's like right in my ear. And like it was so creepy, I just started crying. And like when I started crying, it stopped. So I felt like I scared what I would feel like is a grandma that, her grandchildren don't love her anymore, she has nobody there. That's what I felt like, is like trying to help a younger person. And I feel like I'd scared her away, like I had hurt her feelings because she was only trying to help, and I was scared. I've not heard it since then. I heard it twice, like right one day, and then the next day I heard it. And, kind of creepy, kind of loving maybe. But, you know, I definitely do not want to hear it again. It was a really creepy thing. Because, you know, in scary movies, like, sometimes they'll play nursery rhymes at, like, a really scary part. And that's what it felt like. Just like, okay, this is a scary situation. We're going to play happy music, you know, like one of those type things. Both of those experiences were really scary. I definitely do not want to go through either one of them again. If I had, like, a happy experience, I would definitely be happier with that than what happened, you know, 2 or 3 months ago. But those are my scariest experiences. If you want to, you can subscribe, and I'll love you for forever. I'm just, like, starting my channel, and if you have any questions or want to know, like, any more details about, like, my experiences, because I'd really like to know what those were. So if anybody knows, please message me and we can talk about it. Or if you have any experiences, video response on, message them to me. I'd really love to see them or read about them. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.